Let's move on to the next phase, test cases. Test design or test case design, the very important phase for a tester. So here we are going to design the test cases. Before designing the test cases, a few things we need to understand. One, what is test case? The very primary question, what is test case? It's very simple. A test case is nothing but a document with expected result, right? Expected result. So from where you will get this expected result? Literally from FRS or URL document. A document with an expected result. So when you can expect something from the system, if you have a user action. So I can write like the same. I can convert bit more. Test case explanation, I can call it like this. A test case document is nothing but it has a user action and its subsequent response. That is nothing but expected result. Here, user action and its expected result will be given in the test case document. So that will be in a step-by-step manner. So a set of steps or sequence of steps of user actions and along with it subsequent responses. What the user is going to do and what we are expecting. So user actions and as well as expected result, literally you need to draft it from your FRS document. Means your requirement document. Because you are not going to create your own functionalities. Yes, you need to test an application according to the requirement which is given by the client. Yes, even there is no need to do your own operations. Even the operations will also user actions will also specify in the FRS. Yes, so your duty is that you need to frame them as a test cases, as a step-by-step instructions. Okay, so that is nothing but a test case. A set of steps or sequence of steps with the user action and its subsequent response. To make it as a very simple, I can say that a document with a user action and expected result. User action where you will get from FRS, expected result from FRS. Draft them as a document. That is nothing but your test. Clear? So where we write this test case? Basically, we'll write these test cases in Excel sheet. Even if you want to write in a Word also, you can write it. Yes. If you want to write in some notepad also, you can do it. But those are not such supportive. Those are not as clear as good as Excel sheet. Excel sheet format will give you a clear view of test cases. Then no other document will do the same. I mean to say no other format will do the same. If you take in the Word, yes, take a Word and take some columns and rows and you can write it as. But in the Excel sheet already columns and rows has been built for us. Simply we can write the test cases. Okay. And moreover, if you write in Excel or if you write in a Word, we have some Excel add-ins. Using that Excel add-ins and using the Word add-ins, we can transfer your data from Excel sheet to the quality center. As I said earlier, quality center is a tool. Using that tool, we can manage the complete testing activities. A manual testing management, it's even called as a test management tool, but used by manual testers a lot. So I'm just saying that a manual management tool. Okay, even automation testing will. Yes, so a lot of people do write test cases in Excel sheet only. Next. If you want, we can write in a quality center tool. So writing in the quality center tool, we are going to see it in the quality center chapter. But as of now, we will write test cases in a. Do we need to follow any rules? To write these test cases? Yes, we need to. Yes, the first one is the test cases. What you are trying to write should be simple and easy. Because 90% of the cases, the test cases what you have written, you may execute it. Some cases, your colleague may also execute it, right? Or else you have left the organization, or someone can maintain the test cases. Yes, someone should execute them. If that is the case, even you need to understand what you have written it. So it should be simple and easy. And it should follow some naming convention, so that I will explain you some naming convention. Some naming convention it should follow, so that I will explain you. So one thing, it should be simple and easy, and it should follow some naming conventions and some hierarchy structure I will explain. Okay. So how many types of test cases we have? We have two types of test cases mainly. Yes. One is positive test cases or valid data test cases. And other one is a negative test cases or alternate flow, okay, or invalid data test cases. Is that such really need to test an application with valid and invalid data? Yes. Whenever your application is trying to accept the valid data, it's fine and it's great. Yes. With the same important, it should reject the invalid data also. If it is accepting the valid, if it is accepting the invalid, then it's not good, right? So it should accept the valid data. With the same importance, it should reject the invalid data. Okay. So that's the reason we need to test application with two ways, with the valid data and with the invalid data. That's the reason whenever we derive a VVA and ECP and we derive a test data, what data we'll get? We'll get two types of data. One is valid data and other one is the invalid data. Why? Because we need to test an application with two ways, whenever possible, however possible, wherever possible. In that cases, we need to test an application with two ways, with the valid data and with the invalid data. Clear? Yes. Does it have any conditions? Yes. It has pre-conditions and post-conditions. That I will explain you what are those pre-conditions and post conditions. Pre-conditions is before executing the test cases. If you want to perform any same repeatable task, then call this as a pre. Yes. After doing a test case, if you want to do the same repeatable task again, there is a post condition. That will, yes, it has the conditions, pre-conditions and post conditions. That will see. So these are the basics of writing the test cases. Okay. So now let's open a test case and write a test case. Before trying to write a test case, I will show you a test case template and I will explain you the fields in it. Okay. Test case template. I am saying it as a test case template. Template in the sense a document with predefined components in it, right? So all the companies uses their own test template, test case template. But 99% of the cases, all the templates looks one and the same. A few difference will be there. In some cases, we'll write test case description as one field. In some organizations, they will write as a step description. Sorry. Test case description, they will write as a test description. That's it. They will miss that case. A few differences will be there, not much. So 90% all the companies use the same type of test case. Okay, if you're familiar with one test case format, you can understand the other test cases formats too. It's not such difficult. Okay, so first thing, we can write the test cases in two ways, in Excel sheet and as well as a quality center. So quality center, that we'll see while discussing about the tool. Now we'll be having a look on how to write the test cases in an Excel sheet. So before that, I will explain you each and every field of test case. Just have a look. So this is the test case template what you are seeing on the screen. So this is what The information should be provided by the tester, the project name, module, reference, the author, so all this kind of stuff. The information should be provided. Yes. Now, so come back to fields here. The first field is test case ID or name. Next, test case description, step name, test data, step description, expected, actual, and the status. So like this, we have few fields here. So let's start with test case ID. Test case ID, which should start with some unique number. That is test case 1. And you should follow a naming convention. Means would start with the project name, followed by module, followed by sub. Okay? So this is what the naming convention is. First, it should start with one unique number. Like test case 001. If I am going to take a test case, the other test case, it should be test case 2. The next test case 003. Yes, just calm down. I will show that. Here for the second test case, it's test case 2. For the third test case, it's test case 3. Clear? Test case 1. Followed by a naming convention. Means it should be like this. The main, it should be followed by main project name. Project name. This is naming convention I am writing here. Followed by module. If you have any sub-module, followed by sub-module. Okay. Then the functionality, what you are trying to test. Yes, so this is the naming convention. Because whenever you are trying to execute using Quality Center or any other similar tool, it just displays this test case 1 into. It will not show all the test cases. It will not show all these fields one side ago. It will just show this one field. By looking at this one field, you need to understand that for what this test cases has been written. It has written for e-banking, home page, and here our main intention is visitor link. So that's the reason visitor link has been written. So it is a naming convention where you are working on. Yes. So whenever you are executing it, it's fine. When someone is executing it, you need to know the information by looking at this information. Now, test case description. It's a core intention, goal or scope. Core intention or goal or scope. Why we are performing test case 1. Got it? Why we are conducting test case 1? We should have some goal, right? Simply we will not write the test cases. There should be some intention. There should be some goal. Is a home page. Here this fellow is trying to test the links in a home page. That is what the core intention. Yes, that is what the functionality. Yes, that is what the goal. That is what the scope of your test case. I am writing test case to check the core functionality. I mean, to check the home page link. So that is the reason what I have given. So test case description will explain the core goal or scope of your. Basically, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. The major thing what you need to see is every step should contain at least one step description and expected result. At least one step description and expected result. Test data, the next one. Test data is the data which is used to test data is data which is used to perform the step description. Got it? To perform some step description activity, we need to follow some data. So that data will be given in the test data column. Enter URL. What URL you need to write here? bank.com. Let's assume that bank.com will be given. Here, the data which is used to perform the step description. If you come down, here in the step description, I will said that enter username and password. So what is that enter? What is the username and password? Some Kiran username. Password 1. That should be written here. Okay? That is what the test data. Now, step description. Step description means user action. enter URL, enter, click on home page, click on personal banking, click on corporate banking. This is nothing but the user action. So if you click on personal banking, what should happen? This should happen. If you click on corporate banking, what should happen? This. So this is what the expected one. We don't know what happened actually. What happens actually? This is what we are expecting. Yeah. So these two fields, expected and actual, should be literally drafted from your requirement documents, because we don't know what should click. Literally, we don't know what happens if you click on that. That you need to draft it from FRS, copy and paste, take it from that location. Yes, that is nothing but a step description and expected result. This is what, while writing the test cases, yeah, while writing the test cases, while executing the test cases, what we need to do? We need to perform the step called step description on the end application. Yeah, we need to perform the step description in the end application. We'll write till expected result and we'll keep that aside. Now application is ready. We have deployed it. Yes, from the development department, it has been deployed successfully to the testing environment. Yes, we have conducted a smoke test on it, sanity test on it. It's working great. Now we need to perform the actual testing activity on it. So if you want to perform the actual testing on it, what we'll do? We'll perform this step description on the end application. Yeah, we perform the step description on the end application. It says enter URL, you need to do that. Click on home, do it. Personal banking, do it. So you need to perform the step description on the end application, as well as you need to check the expected results. Means you need to click on home page and you need to check what the actual is behaving, what actually the application is behaving. That you need to write in the actual. Click on personal banking, check what the system is doing. Right here. Click on corporate banking, check what system is responding. Right here. After that, you need to compare your expected and actual. If both are identical in the status, you need to write it as a pass. If it's deviated, you need to write it as a fail. Yeah? So this is what a typical test case is. Here, the main thing you need to do is step description, expected result. How to draft this information from your expected result. Once you are okay to draft the information from expected from your documents, yes, then your manual testing is done. Yes. So your main intention is draft the data from your FRS document. Yes. Try to frame it as a test cases and execute the test. That is what your primary thing. Okay. Now we'll see a simple task before going to the actual testing part. Actual writing the test cases part. We'll see a small testing activity here for the Gmail. Okay. For the Gmail. What we need to test for the Gmail is, if I write a valid username, valid password and click on sign in, I need to check whether it is taking me to the inbox or not. I need to check that whether it is taking me to the inbox or not. I am not trying to test the login information. I am not trying to test anything which is related to the login. I have a login information file with me. I am not trying to test anything which is related to the login. Okay? The only thing what I am trying to test is whether it is taking me to the inbox or not. That is what I am trying to test. It should take me to the inbox. That is what my primary thing is. Yeah. So I have a valid username and valid password. I have a valid username and valid password. I need to check that after I click on sign in, will it take me to the inbox or not? Taking to inbox is what I am expecting. Okay. So shall I write the test case? So you know that we are going to write the test cases in an Excel sheet. So now open your Excel sheet. Here I have a test case ID or name. In some cases they will write test case ID only, depending on the organization template. Here I have given test case description. Some cases they will write directly test description. So we are trying to test the Gmail here. In the Gmail, we are trying to test whether it is navigating to the inbox or not. That is what we are trying to test. Okay. So let's start with the test case 001. First test case. We are trying to test the Gmail. In the Gmail, let's assume that we are trying to test something called inbox. Okay. So what is your primary intention? What is your goal or scope? Why we are conducting this test? To verify whether the system navigates to inbox after successful login. Right? This is what my core intention. This is what my goal is. Whether will it take to the inbox or not? This is what I am trying to expect. So step name should start with step 1. Step description, the first step description, enter, and click on go. What happens if you enter URL and click on go? Basically, we'll check that. Before that, what is the URL? www.gmail.com. This is what the test data is. Enter URL and click on. What is that URL? That URL is gmail.com. Okay. So what we can expect is, so basically a general way, whenever you write a valid username, whenever you write a gmail.com, basically it will take you to the Gmail homepage where we have a login facility, right? System should open Gmail homepage. Login facility. Okay, login facility. Now, one step has been done. You have written URL and click on go. That's taken successfully to the page. Let's do that. So next, step 2. In the step 2, enter username and password. So what happens basically if you enter username and password, typically it will just display the username and passwords in star asterisk, right? System, we can expect like this. System should display username and password in. Okay, this is what we can expect. So what is the username? Something called gmail.com. What would be the password? So let's assume that this is your click on sign in. So what happens if you click on sign in? According to the requirement, yes, according to my requirements in my FRS document, whenever I click on sign in, system should navigate to inbox. This is what according to my requirements. Yeah. So all these things, the step description, expected result. These two, we need to draft it from the required documents. Yes, because we don't know what happens if a login. Yes. So I've assumed here as an example, but this from your FRS document is. Okay. So now after this is what the writing test case is. We'll write a test case, and after that, if your application is ready to test, now we'll perform this activity on the end application. Okay? We are going to perform the activity on the end application. So what we need to do, whatever the step description says, that you need to follow on the end application. Yes? Leave about it is expected as if no. Literally follow the step description. Enter URL and click on go. Yes? So what happens if you enter? Enter URL and click on go. So whenever you enter URL and click on go, basically I have a lot of IDs here, so it's not displaying thing, but you will get a username and password box generally. Okay, even Google has changed its interface. Leave about it. Basically, what happens if you enter URL and click on go? System should display, and let's assume that it has displayed what they have expected. So what will it write? System had displayed or system had opened Gmail homepage with login facility. Here now. So both looks identical. Expected and actual. The thing what they have expected is one the same as actual. Status is pass. It says enter URL, enter username and password. So from where we need to take the username and password from this test data column? From here. Yes. So take the username and password. It's saying that enter username and password. So enter the username and enter the password. Yes, username has displayed and password has displayed in stars, asterisk, or hidden. Just I have written password in star, you need to write password should be in hidden. Anyway, depends on your feasibility and that. So system. So this is a very basic way of writing the test cases. I am making it very simpler. As we will move into the subject, we have a different ways of writing the test cases. There we need to use the actual FRS document and grab the information. So here expected step description. Just I am assuming it. I am writing here. Okay, this is very first test case what we are writing. So I am trying to make it as simple as possible. Okay. Yes. So system should display user name and password. That is what expected. Actually, also system had displayed. Yes, because they have expecting here it has done the task. So system had displayed username and password in asterisk. So here this is also passed. So click on sign. So yes, you need to click on sign. Whatever the step description say, you need to do that, right? So click on sign. After clicking on sign, it said what the system is doing. What is the behavior of the application? Now, it has taken you to the inbox. System had successfully navigated to inbox. System had navigated to inbox. So both looks identical. System had navigated to inbox. So X. Yeah. So this is what typically how we write the test case.